Okay, so this is the opening remark of our, our activity today. Let's begin by weaving a tapestry of hope. This collaboration is about sharing stories, stories that celebrate love, foster understanding, and build bridges towards a more peaceful world. So from this opening remark, we can have a big point that our collaboration here is one of our efforts to spread, what is that? Peace to the world. So that's the point. In having peace, so we should share what we have. So the project we are having here is sharing stories between what we have here in our country, Indonesia, and what they have in Philippines. So the topic later we are going to discuss the topics that are related to what we have here in our country and what they have in Philippines. And later we can make agreement. We can make agreement what kind of best story that we are going to produce in as our final product. Let's run. So the point is we are sharing for the world peace. So that's the point. Okay, now we come to our team. So I think actually this program initially is only personal, collaboration, but later become bigger and bigger, and some of institutions join in this collaboration. So the team here, there are many people collaborated in this project. So we have me as Abdul Wafi, and we have Ibu Eva, we have Miss Anna May from Philippines, we have Miss Pearl also, we have Dr. Haji Ahmad Muhlis, we have Miss Fitria Rahmawati, and so on. And the participants here, we have students from IBS Padepokan Kiai Mudrika. So we have 16 students. Is it right? 16 students from IBS. Ada 16 ya? Okay. And from Philippines, we have students from high school. In Philippines, we have 8 students. Okay, so later on, the students will share and discuss about the best story they are going to make.
Sorry, Mr. Wafi. So from the Philippines side, we have more than 8 students.
More than 8 students?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
8
last
students
one,
from senior high school and a student from college.
college. And
Yes.
it is not only 16 from Philippines, but last night, I think they
have
add more students.
Okay. Yep. And the facilitator from Mindanao University, we have also from Win Madura, and from Win Madura we have 8 lecturers, and that's the participants, and some students also from college student from Win Madura. How many students? 8 students. Okay. Well, those are the people joining in this project. Okay, so why do we have to do this, and why do we have to initiate this project? As you know that in this 21st century, we are faced by the disruptive era. So global education here faces urgent challenges, the rise of social intolerance. So between one country and another country, between one place to another place, so there is a chaos. So distrust happened, and hostility happens, and there is no love among us because we don't care one another. We don't trust one another. So in education sector should take care of this point. I mean, as we are as educators, and also as students, we should collaborate in order we can produce a harmonious life in our school in our surroundings, in our people, and then we can spread this to the world. Okay, we are going to find friends. We are not going to find enemy, but we are going to find friends. And one of the way to share this is through story. Okay, so story here can be a door or can be a bridge to connect between one person to another person, between one place to another place, and through that story, so we can insert some life lessons such as collaboration or love one another, respect one another, understand one another. So that's through this. So from this point, so the project, our project here is conducted. Okay, so some objectives we are having from this project. The first is to deepen students' understanding of humanistic values, intercultural empathy, and environmental responsibility through creative expression. And the second is to promote meaningful cross-national interaction between Indonesian and Philippine students via digital storytelling. And number three, to produce and disseminate a collaborative bilingual digital storytelling book showcasing youth perspectives on shared values. And number four, to establish a model for future intercultural educational projects. Okay, the method we are going to do in this project, we have a participatory project-based learning model using digital storytelling as the core method. So the students here will be engaged in a cross-border peer collaboration, share experiences, research local cultural and ecological issues, and creatively express their reflections. Platforms such as Zoom, Google Meet, Padlet, Canva, and Flipgrid, and other AI-powered technologies will facilitate interaction, feedback, and publication. So the students, so after this, we are going to bring you into some rooms. And after that, you will be sharing with students from Philippines, and you can make some agreements on what kind of stories are you going to, you are going to have later on. Okay, so these are the, some activities we are going to do. I think we will be on August, I guess, for this project, as the end. So today, here is Selasa, so Tuesday, July 8th, so we have opening and MOU session. And later on, next week, I guess, Tuesday, we have a progress report. And another following week, 22nd of July, we have progress report number 2. And the last 29th of July here will be the final report. And what is that? The closing will be on, what is that? On August. Yep. August, 5th of August. So that will be the closing ceremony of our project. So we have how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 5 weeks for this project. Okay, so the topics we are going to discuss in this stories project. So that's about some about kindness story in Philippines, kind of story in Indonesia, and after that we can share. Like in Indonesia we have bawang merah, bawang putih. So this is about the life of sisters, but one sister is a good sister, another one is we call it a bad sister. And we have also like respect your parents. So this is the topic we are going to share and to discuss. In Indonesia we have maling kundang. In Philippines I don't know exactly what they have. So later on you can share and discuss about it. And we have local tourism destination of Indonesia and the Philippines. and cultural local custom. We have in Madura, we have Kerapan Sapi. In Philippines, we have what I don't know exactly. You can have later on, and environmental conservation. And the last is traditional food in Indonesia and the Philippines. So these are the people, the team member, to discuss collaboratively. So let's say group 1, group 2, and there are 8 group with the topic to discuss. You can find there. Okay, so expected outcomes. We have tangible outcomes. The first is trilingual digital stories book. And we have also journal article, community service report. Those are the outcomes. And another one, we have intangible outcomes. Here we have strengthen intercultural empathy and understanding among students, increase environmental and social awareness in both student population. And sustainability plan here, we have teachers will be encouraged to incorporate digital storytelling into their future classroom practices. This is long-term activities. And stories will be shared with the local education departments and used in the future values education training. That is another long-term plan. Oh, habis menit saya ini, Bu.
Well, apa? Any problems?
Yes.
Yeah, you can continue.
Yes. Okay, that's sustainability plan we are going to do after this project accomplished. So everyone here has got activity to follow up this project. I mean,
So let me use mine.
Hmm?
Yeah, you can continue. You have problems with your Zoom.
Okay, ma'am.
So I help you to still be in frame.
I can share the PPT.
The PPT. Let me share the PPT for Mr. Wafi. You can continue talking, Mr. Wafi.
Okay.
Which page were you? Sorry.
Some example of the topic, and
I-
I have made a little
This is your
cover for the book.
Okay.
Pak Mamano. Pak Mamano
This one?
here is sungkeman we have in our
Oh, the visuals of
local. Yeah.
of the books.
Pak Mamano. Pak Mamano here. That's the picture of Pak Mamano.
Mm-hmm.
That's the local tradition of behavior respecting elder. So in Philippines, the students or let's say younger should respect elder by shaking hand and then putting on their forehead. We call it as Pak Mamano. But in our country, I mean in Java, we have sungkeman. So like in Solo, we have sungkem to siapa itu, Bu?
Yeah. When you get married. So
Yeah, get married
the groom and the bride.
children to parents.
Yeah.
Something.
To
You know,
symbolize
so-
that they respect elders. Yeah.
So here we have also students and teachers.
Mhm.
We have sungkem.
So-
So in Philippines we have Pak Mamano. Pak
So
Mamano.
we hope that the participants creating some stories that can share, that collaborate the two traditions.
Yes.
Based on to the topic they get. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
So I guess
okay.
we have the same tradition about
Tradition.
respecting elder.
Yeah.
Okay, so monitoring and evaluation of this project. So the first is formative evaluation, observation checklist, ongoing feedback from teachers and students. So during this project, is conducted. So the teachers and also the facilitators may give some what is that feedback, something like that. And summative evaluation, we have post-project surveys, story quality assessment rubrics, and reflective essays. So in the end of this project later on, so we will share you some survey on monitoring and evaluating this project. Success indicators. So the first, student engagement and creativity in storytelling. So what can we see from our students is that students are engaged in this project creatively, especially in the storytelling. And the next, demonstrated understanding of humanistic and environmental values. So from this project, students can get understanding of humanistic and environmental values, quality and completeness of the final publication. So that's the one of the indicators of the success of this program. And positive feedback from school stakeholders and communities. So later on, probably we are going to have a testimony from school stakeholders and some communities related to the project we are having. And the budget plan, I think actually
We should not talk about that. Yeah.
we don't have
We
this
can skip that.
because we are doing it ikhlasly ya.
Yeah.
Ikhlasly.
This is like independence community service.
Ya, ikhlasly Bu ya.
Yeah.
Ikhlasly nggak ada di bahasa Inggris ikhlasly. Okay, so now we come to the closing remark. The greatest reward of the international community service isn't solely to the project success, but the invaluable lessons learned through collaborating across borders, fostering understanding, and building lasting relationships. So I hope that by having this project, this is not the end of our project, but we can create another project, and Philippines and Indonesia can get closer one another in improving the quality of education, especially in sharing love, affection for the world peace.
Okay.
So I think that's all. Thank you very much for listening to my explanation. I would like to give it back to moderator.
Okay. Let's give a very big applause to Mr. Wafi for his presentation. So I believe he want to say a lot of words, but because he only have 15 to 20 minutes, so that's he can share with us. So if I can sum up his presentations, the end of this project will be in the forms of two, yeah, at least, yeah. From his presentations, we heard a lot, but at the end of this program, we should produce a book chapter consisting of 8 topics, and then one, maybe 8 or one big articles, yeah,
Yeah.
journals, yeah. So two, yeah, two product, a book chapter and some internationals, indexes, journal articles. Amin. Okay, thank you, Mr. Wafi. We will go back to you later after Mrs. May presentation. Okay, now we will have Ibu May, Mrs. May.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Oh, it's almost afternoon here, but good morning, everyone.
Good
Selamat
morning,
pagi.
Mrs. May. Thank you for being here since quite early in the morning today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
so
I did some calls so early.
yes.
Well, anyhow.
Okay, I'm so excited for these collaborations. Hopefully, till the end of this month, everything is going to running very well.
Yeah.
And then, without saying a lot of words, I will give the chance for you, Miss May, to give insightful. Unfortunately, you only have 15 to 20 minutes.
Oh
to
my God, don't
share.
worry. I will not take long because
Everybody, please welcome
uh,
Mrs. May.
yeah, so hello everyone again, selamat pagi, and thank you for having me. It's a great honor to be part of this momentous project. I believe this is very impactful given that we are now in the digital transformation and have it integrated into literature and language education. It is creating a positive impact. So without further ado, I think Sir Abdul has shared to you what is digital book and digital storytelling and what we are going to do with this project. I will just be giving somehow like digital book project essentials. You as the partakers of this project, dear students and teachers, we are going to ready ourselves, not just with our digital technological knowledge or pedagogical knowledge, but also ourselves, like mentally, emotionally, and physically, and that's all. Okay, so I think my slide is ready, Ms. Eva.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to share your own PPT or let me share it for you?
Yeah, can you share it, Miss Eva? I mean, just give me 10 minutes. It will not be long.
Okay, wait. This is yours. Okay, yours is okay, good. So can you see it? Not yet? Everybody can you see Mrs. May's slide? Not yet. Okay. Now? What about now?
It's starting. Just give us a moment. All right, that's it.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
Okay.
can this be bigger? Okay, so again, the objectives for our digital book essentials topic is for you to be able to prepare, not just as a team, but individually. And of course, I would like to emphasize language and literature application as well as our creativity in this project. And finally, collaborate for a meaningful digital output. So essentially, we are going to understand our role and what we should do about our role in this project. So shall we proceed to the next slide, please?
Okay, next.
All right. So what is a digital book? So essentially, when we say digital book, it's a multimedia platform wherein text, audio, video are being amalgamated. It is mixed together, combined together for us to be able to come up with this web-based project or output wherein we can have several formats, say PDF, ebook, flipbook, and web-based. So to our dearest students, I know you're familiar already. Like here in the Philippines, we have Wattpad. Some are writers already in Wattpad. Some are actually an avid reader of Wattpad. So those web-based are some examples of digital book. So it can be in a form of anthology, a story collection, an essay, a series, or language workbook. So those are and those are examples of digital book. And I believe we have made that one in our previous project 3 months ago with other partner schools in Indonesia. We have the Linguistica Book Club wherein we participated in digital storytelling. So we have that one, and we were able to come up with an output. In fact, one of the presenters during that time is also part of our team here in our project. So I believe some of you are having knowledge already in how to do it in this digital platform. Now let's start with preparing ourselves. And I would like to highlight this one, be mentally ready. So eventually, we are good on something, but not everything. So I would like to emphasize these 4 bulleted points. First is reflect on your strengths. Say if you are good with writing. In your breakout session later, you can share that. Yeah, I'm good at writing. Maybe I could be one of the writers. Or if you're good with editing, if you're good with designing or researching. So we have to understand our strengths so that we could be more effective as a team member in our group. Okay, so also we need to read widely to gather inspiration. You know, sometimes we have a mental block, and sometimes we're not able to really see the wide picture. But when we do a lot of reading, we'll be able to be inspired with stories or maybe music or poetry or anything that we could gather around us. And we could echo, we could resonate those in our project. Say for example, you were able to listen to a very should I say soothing music and you find it appropriate with your project. So maybe you could share that to your group, and maybe we could integrate those music that you have listened to into our projects, stuff like that. Another one is keep a personal folder of ideas, text, and images because we are bombarded with a lot of things. We are thinking so fast, and sometimes we tend to forget. So try to have a personal folder of ideas and text and images. You might be needing them. And another one is, okay, one more, just one more for that one. Be ready to commit. You know, there are some participants in here that are somehow not so sure of the project, and I am well aware of that one because of the time frame of our project. But if you are really committed to this one, we'll be able to come up with a very effective project. So be ready, be open to revisions, and contribute actively. Now, moving on, speaking of contribution, we are going to have a team preparation. That's for individual, but how about in the team? So we need to assign clear roles. So later on in our breakout session, I hope we could identify who will be the writers, who will be the editor or proofreader to avoid typographical errors or whatever. And then we'll have layout or design lead. I would like to join this team, but I'm not so sure if I'm good with this. And then we have media or visual content creator, and then we have citation and references checker. This is very important, the citation and references checker, because there are a lot of copyright issues and concerns relating to this. Why? Because of the in-text citations problem. There are some pictures, there are some music, or even videos that are being used digitally, owned by others, but not properly cited. So we have to take care of that one along the way while we're doing the project. Another one is use shared folders. This one is real time, and real time collaboration really needs a real time monitoring. So we could organize our workflow, we can access right away. We will have understanding on the version's history. And of course, this will lead to the accountability of each member so that we will know who is working and who is not so working. And that's the essence of our shared folders. And finally, schedule regular check-ins and drafts review. Of course, our first time to do this one, so it's really inevitable and we could not help it that we will be committing several errors. But as we do a lot of revisions and check-ins and monitoring by our leaders, we'll be able to, improve the quality of our work, aligning it to the content and to the design, and of course to the team. And with this regular check-ins and monitoring, I believe brother Sir Wapi I shared a while ago that there will be a weekly monitoring. This will really boost our team communication. And if our communication is really positive, essentially it will yield to a positive output. Okay? So now let's move on to the next. Next slide, please, Miss Eva. All right, so we have here language and literature focus. So we are now moving to this one. Why? Because it's very essential. We could use creative writing and at the same time the academic skills, our grammar, our sentence structure. We could make use of dialogue in our project, imagery, the vividness of our imagery, the metaphor, and of course, we need to showcase intertextuality. I would like to highlight intertextuality. It's because sometimes we tend to forego with reading a lot because we tend to have a lot of things to do, especially students. But intertextuality is really somehow one of the most important when we're going to do a project like this. Now, if we read a lot, we'll be able to be in tune with other authors, and we could adapt and we could promote those ideas that they have in our book. So that's the essence of intertextuality. I'm not just referring to the content, but to the concept itself, to the author's style, as well as the cultural awareness, given that we have multiple readings. And of course, we need to apply micro semiotics. Say our colors will really play a big role, our spacing, our typography, our icons, music, and so on. So a lot of colors. I mean, if you're going to study the psychology of color, colors have meanings. text have meanings, spacing have meanings. So we need to understand those, a lot of things, and that's microsemiotics. And of course, we need to be very aware with each other's folklore, the literary styles, and even the cultural awareness to avoid, misconceptions and we tend to misconstrue others' concept. Especially this is a blended team of the Philippines and Indonesia. So I think we need to consider that one. Okay, next slide, Miss Ava. I'm almost done. Two more slides. But common pitfalls. So say the poor time management, I think it has something to do with, the team's timeline and target. And even contributions, it requires the leaders and, the team leaders to be able to really identify specific rules. Weak content of grammar, I think proofreader and editor can do this one. The visual text mismatch, our layout artist, and the copyright issues. I believe that's the reason why I have also integrated this one with our RPC, or Research and Publication Center, because it will be taking care of those references and those citations that we're going to have to prevent issues and concerns regarding copyright and so on. It's our academic responsibility. Right, so to continue, I think I have two more slides. Yeah. So reminders for success. I hope everyone is leaning towards that direction to have a successful project. So we need to be accountable to our team, be responsible as always, to be open to critique, and not all would be able to have a yield of a perfect output at the onset, but let's be open to that possibility, and let's collaborate together. Be intentional with every page. Everything that you're going to do needs to have a purpose. And be creative. And finally, this one, we just need to enjoy the process. I myself is very excited for the output of this one. I hope everyone will be enjoying the process. So finally, writing is a team sport when shared with a purpose. So you, dear students and dear faculty, co-faculty members, we are all co-authors and also creators. So let's be collaborators in this one-of-a-kind project. Thank you so much. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih kembali, Miss May. Let's give applause for Miss May's presentations. Okay, so thank you, Miss May. If I can summarize Miss May's presentations today, he want us to be collaborated. What is it? She called that writing can be a team sport. Yeah, if we do it collaboratively and in the same purpose, yeah, to create some product. Okay, and then she's mentioning about job description. So later, because we have what is it, different elements in one group, I think we at the first group discussion after this, we need to like know each other first to decide the pace of the workflow maybe, and then oh yeah, I think later we need to give like the same what is it, the same fonts that we are going to use, since this going to produce as a book chapter. So later in a big group, I already sent you the WhatsApp group link for all the participants in the chat bot. I already sent you the WhatsApp group link. So everybody, not everybody, but the participants that are going to collaborate in this community service can join that WhatsApp group, because later we will talk about the details yeah, the details of the project. We are not making an agreement about the font that we are going to use yet. And then the applications maybe that we are going to use, because yeah, the AI supported applications usually create different style. So later we should discuss in detail in the in the bigger WhatsApp group whether we are still want to use the different pictures or color style, or we want to use Canva, for example, as the only AI supported applications to produce the digital storytelling. And then the pages, how many pages that each group should develop approximately, maybe whether it is 20 or only 10 pages. Yeah, because we have 8 group. If one group create 80 pages story, then we will have maybe 500 pages for the ebook, where it's actually okay, but because we wish to publish it writtenly, yeah, so it's going to be quite pricey. Yeah, okay. So next we are going to move to the questions and answer sessions. I still do not have some questions in our chat bot, but maybe you can raise hand whenever you have questions. If you don't have questions and everything is clear, we can directly move to our break room sessions. Ada mungkin adik-adik ada pertanyaan yang dari IBS ataupun yang dari MAN? Ada pertanyaan? Kalau nggak, setelah ini from the Philippines, are there any questions? You can raise your hand and we will give you spotlight and you can ask some questions. No questions? Okay, so can we continue to our next sessions, break rooms? The host of the Zooms will assign you to the break room, or you can automatically also go to the break rooms that we already send you in our rundown. So at the end of the rundown, we have names of the groups. Yeah, group 2 means you should go to break rooms number 2. Sudah dibuka Pak ininya, break roomnya? Break roomnya? Hello? Host? Host Zoom? Break room. So in the break room, you can freely make a discussion, yeah. Yeah, make discussions about how your group personally will meet the demand of this community service. Leader. Everybody can be the leader. The facilitators maybe from Win Madura and also from UM Digos can automatically be the leader. Break roomnya sudah. Iya, dibuat 8 break room sudah. Hah? Nggak tahu saya. Bu Lasmi, bisa nggak bikin? Oh, sudah. Bu, bantuin. Bisa nggak? Hmm? Di, di mana? More? Break room? Mana? Di mana? Ini. Sini. Dari admin. Oh yeah. For all the participants, maybe you can renames your Zooms using this format. I will type names, institution, yeah. Name, institution, not institution, but a group, yeah. Groups, and institutions. For example, EVA, group 2, Win Madura. So please rename your Zooms into your names, your group, and your institutions. For example, I am Eva from group 2, and I'm from Win Madura, so that the host can assign you to the break room. Nama Zoom-nya mungkin bisa diganti menjadi Eva nama kelompok dan asal institusi. Oh.
Tiga bisa di atas foto kamu itu.
Belum dibuka break room-nya. Oh, sudah di-assign. Oke. Win Madura. Hmm? University of Mindanao of Digos College. Hah? Wait, all the participants, we should wait for the operator to assign the break room. Sudah. Sudah. Ini 60. Ini sudah 66. Ini. Oke.
Yang sudah ada tulisan joinnya, silakan join.
Oke, udah.
Sudah itu anggotanya sekarang.
Ini berarti ini banyak banget. Oh, ini saya close. Oh, ini langsung ya.
Kemarin room 4 ya?
Ya.
Partisipan.
Aku room 4 apa room 2 ya? Aku room 2. Aku room 2.
Room 2.
Heeh. Aku saya tuh tukeran sama Bu Heni kan topiknya. Jadi saya room 2. Kemarin dituker. Saya room 2 sama sama Steven sama itu. Iya, saya. Oh, tuh. Nah, ini